everybody, welcome back to our channel. We're glad you all are watching today because we're kicking off the first video in our fall series with a dessert we know you're gonna love. We're gonna go over our ingredients in just a second, but before we do, we're gonna ask you all if you can like this video, tell everybody about P&R Mix, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Y'all know we always leave our ingredients below the video in the description with their exact measurements. All right, y'all, it's time to get started. Y'all, so for our ingredients to begin, we have some flour, we also have some oil, instant coffee, yes, instant coffee, some baking powder, cream cheese, butter, sugar, we have 1 cup of pumpkin puree divided, eggs, we have some salt and some pumpkin pie spice, yum yum, dark cocoa powder, vanilla extract, and semi-sweet chocolate chips. All right, y'all, that does it for our ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and get started.
Okay, so to get started, we're gonna go ahead and melt down our 2 sticks of butter. And then we're gonna get our chocolate into the pot once our butter is melted. Okay, so this is melted down now, and we're gonna let it cool off just a little bit so we won't cook our eggs when we add it to our brownie batter.
Well, that looks good, Ricki.
It does.
It smells even better. How long you have to let this sit? 15 minutes?
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, next we're gonna combine our wet ingredients.
I'm gonna start with our eggs. So now we're going to combine our dry ingredients. So one thing we did want to mention is that we used dark unsweetened cocoa powder. When using dark, it kind of balances out the sweetness of the brownies. So make sure if you use regular cocoa powder, just to keep that in mind, because dark does kind of have a bitterness to it, but it's not, anything nasty. But it does kind of balance out the sweetness of the brownies. If y'all could smell this right now, oh my goodness. The chocolate and the pumpkin, oh my goodness. It smells so good in here, y'all. We need smell-o-vision today. All right, I think that's it.
So now we're gonna combine our dry and our wet together. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside and we're gonna work on our cheesecake mixture. So to get started on our cream cheese mixture, you're gonna start by putting your room temperature or softened cream cheese in your bowl. So now you're gonna mix your pumpkin with your cream cheese. So in this bowl, there's flour, sugar, and pumpkin pie spice. And we've whisked it together, and now we're gonna mix it in with our cream cheese and pumpkin mixture. Okay, so our oven is preheating to 350 and we've lined our 8x8 pan with some parchment paper. So now we're gonna go ahead and pour our batter into our pan. I'm really excited about this recipe.
Man, listen. This is gonna be amazing.
All right, so now we're gonna take spoonfuls of our pumpkin cream cheese mixture and put it right on top of the brownie batter. And then we're gonna swirl it with a toothpick.
You can also use a knife if you'd like.
I've seen chopsticks too. Anything that's kind of narrow.
Right.
You should get a decent swirl.
All right, so we started our swirling now. There's several ways you can do this, of course. You can layer it and put your different batters on top of each other and swirl it, or you can put dollops, with a contrasting batters that way and swirl it, or you can do it the way we did it with mostly your other batter on top and just kind of get some from the bottom and kind of swirl it around, depending on what you're looking for. We wanted really small swirl lines, so this is the way we did it.
Yeah.
And it turned out perfect.
It was beautiful. We also used an 8x8 pan, and our brownies were thicker. So if you want a thinner brownie, you can use a 9x9 pan, or you could even use a 9x13. Just be sure to adjust your cooking time. Ours cooked for a little over an hour. So if you use a 9x9 or 9x13 or whatever you might use, it may cook for a shorter amount of time.
Yeah, that's really important to note.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind if you guys decide to use a different size pan. And here we're about to cut our brownies. You can cut these in smaller pieces, of course. This is just the size that we wanted to do for our video. And the key to getting clean cuts is to wipe your knife between each slice.
Yes, that's important.
And for the toothpick test, I did want to mention, when you go to check to see if your brownies are done, your toothpick should not come out clean, because at that point you probably overcooked your brownies.
Right.
You want to, it needs to be wet, but not like raw batter wet.
Yeah.
There should be some crumbs on it. We forgot to record us doing the toothpick test, but just make sure your brownies are not undercooked or overcooked.
Yeah. You want them to be really moist.
Yes.
Yeah, so. All right, y'all. That's it for this video.
These were some of the best brownies that I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, yes. So good and moist.
Yes. If you like fudgy brownies, you'll definitely like these. These are very rich.
And it's just the right amount of pumpkin. Yep.
So, of course, don't forget to leave us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next week.
God bless. Bye.
Bye.